On June 26, 2020, millions of people woke up across the world. They took a shower, had some breakfast, maybe talked to their family for a few minutes, and then they went on with their lives. Some of them drove off to work, some of them stayed at home. Due to the lockdown, many kids who would normally spend their summer break hanging out with friends were forced to remain at home. They spent their entire day on the internet, on sites like YouTube, TikTok, and, of course, Twitch. For those kids who decided to waste their whole day on Twitch, their day was about to get a little bit more interesting. At approximately 2:01 PM Central Time, popular Twitch streamer Dr. Disrespect was banned from Twitch. However, to say Dr. Disrespect was just a popular Twitch streamer would be an understatement. He had 4.4 million followers, which made him the 10th most followed streamer on the platform at that time. For comparison, the 10th most followed account on TikTok is Dixie D'Amelio. Whether you want to admit it or not, if Dixie were to ever get banned on TikTok, it'd probably be national news in America for weeks. What was even more confusing than the idea that Twitch would even ban someone that big was the fact that no one even knew why. At first, most people assumed it was because of DMCA issues, as many streamers were getting banned for DMCA at the time. However, Twitch later confirmed that it was not DMCA and it was intentional and permanent. All of Dr. Disrespect's Twitch subscribers were also refunded, something that rarely ever happened in the event of a ban. Even more insane was that, just a few months prior, the doc had signed a contract with Twitch, making him an exclusive creator on the platform. Journalists claiming to have inside sources like Slasher and Shannon Z Killer began hyping up the ban, claiming that Dr. Disrespect's whole career was over. Adding more fuel to the fire were the last few minutes of Dr. Disrespect's last stream on Twitch, where you can clearly see that something was bothering him. The internet went wild with speculation on what happened. Was it because the doc was talking about conspiracy theories? Was it because he allegedly tried to convince streamers Ninja and Shrouded to join a new streaming platform? Was it a publicity stunt and he'd be back on Twitch within a few weeks? Did he commit a crime? The hype around this ban just kept on building and building, and sooner or later we were gonna find out. At least, that is what we thought. A day after the doc was banned, he tweeted out that Twitch did not tell him why he was banned. At the time, this just escalated things further, but then a day went by with no word from Twitch or the doc. Then another, then another. 2.5 weeks went by when suddenly Dr. Disrespect gave an interview about this situation, where he reiterated that Twitch still had not told him why he was banned. Then, on August 6, 2020, Dr. Disrespect announced he would be returning to streaming on YouTube the following day. Ever since then, the doc has continued his streaming career on YouTube, but we still do not know why he was banned on Twitch. The most prominent theory is one pushed by Call of Duty voice actor Jeff Leach, who claimed that, when negotiating his contract with Twitch, the doc had tried to use potential deals with Mixer to get more money out of Twitch, but when Mixer shut down a few months later, Twitch believed that the doc had lied about a deal with Mixer and subsequently banned him. However, we still have never heard an official reason from Twitch or Dr. Disrespect on why he was banned, and to this day, many people are still speculating why Twitch decided to remove him from the platform. After Twitch banned Dr. Disrespect and the subsequent media frenzy and outrage that occurred, I began to pay more attention to banned streamers on Twitch, and time after time I saw unfair and unreasonable bans handed out by Twitch over the dumbest of reasons, which is why I am making this video. I have compiled roughly 25 different streamers who I believe have all been unfairly banned by Twitch. You may not agree with my inclusion of all the streamers I talk about in this video. In fact, you will probably disagree with me at some points. But I hope that, by the end of the video, I have demonstrated with enough examples that Twitch has gone down a downward spiral, and their actions the past year regarding the enforcement of their terms of service are ludicrous and need to change.
That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find the program.
I started off this video by talking about Dr. Disrespect. I think it is only fitting to talk about other disrespectful streamers first. In the past, YouTube has faced a lot of backlash for supposedly cracking down on edgy YouTubers. However, YouTube rarely bans any edgy YouTubers, instead choosing to demonetize them. While demonetization sucks, for a lot of creators it is not the end of the world. Not only can they just get some sponsors for a video, at the very least the video is still able to be viewed and there is no direct hit to their channel as a whole. Even channels that have gotten banned have been able to come back with YouTube looking the other direction. I would say that overall, YouTube actually lets a lot of their edgy creators do what they want with low restrictions or limitations, especially when compared to Twitch. In the past, many streamers have gotten banned for reasons related to being too edgy. Three of the most prominent are Ice Poseidon, Anything for Views, and 2mad. All of these streamers originally got permanently banned, although 2mad has gotten unbanned for unknown reasons. These three streamers have been able to move to YouTube with ease, and the latter two have even been able to hit over 1 million subscribers. If YouTube was really as bad as Twitch, then all three of these creators would be off the platform as well, yet they still are on the platform and have been for years after their Twitch bans. The actual reasons for their bans on Twitch are pretty absurd as well. Anything for Views was banned due to an N-word scandal. Someone in chat donated the clip of Keemstar saying the N-word over and over again, and chat also made a joke using the N-word during that time. While this ban is certainly one of the most deserved bans I'll be talking about in this video, it does raise the question why other streamers have gotten away with saying the N-word but are not banned. Olinity, Pokimane, Trainwrecks, and Ninja have said the N-word but remain unbanned. In January of 2021, Fritz got on the Twitter trending page because people were outraged he said the R-word on a Twitch stream, but he remained unbanned. Why did none of those streamers get banned but Anything for Views did? Double standards like this one will be a common trend in this video, and right now I want to make it clear that whenever I call Twitch out on a double standard, I am not calling for anyone else to be banned unless otherwise stated. I am just pointing out the hypocrisy Twitch exhibits in how they handle enforcing their terms of service. Moving on to 2Mad, while I do not think there was ever a straight reason given, what most people believe is that he was banned for going on Omegle and accidentally seeing a penis. While it's partly 2Mad's fault that he went on Omegle, a site known for people exposing themselves to the camera, at the end of the day, this accident was just that, an accident. For 2Mad to be banned for accidental nudity is ridiculous, although I will get into the idea of accidental nudity more later. Ice Poseidon's ban might be one of the most controversial ones I talk about in this video. Ice was infamous for the edgy, offensive, and sometimes dangerous events that transpired on his stream, but the one that got him permanently banned on Twitch was him getting swatted at an airport. At first glance, this ban does not seem unreasonable, and it is easy to assume that getting swatted equals a ban. However, that logic does not make any sense. First off, Ice is just one of many streamers who have gotten swatted, and he is the only ones who have ever been banned because of it. Not only that, but Ice himself did not call a SWAT team on his location, someone else did. Ice was the victim in this situation. Twitch banning people for being victims of harassment will be another common trend in this video. You could argue that, because Ice leaked his location, he was encouraging people to SWAT him, but nowhere in Twitch's guidelines did it say you could not leak your location when Ice was banned. If Twitch did not want people to leak their location, a rule that I honestly agree with, they should have been more clear about that in their guidelines. Arguably, the most infamous person to have been banned on Twitch for being too edgy is Leafy's here. The official reason for Leafy's ban on Twitch was never really given out, although we have a pretty good idea on why he was banned. Like Anything for Views, he made a joke using the N-word, and he also jokingly threatened to kill anyone who reported him to Twitch staff. If Leafy's here was banned for those reasons, while I still kind of disagree with the ban, that does not really matter. He was clearly pushing the limits of what was allowed on Twitch, he was going to get banned eventually. However, a much more popular reason that people think Leafy got banned were his Pokimane videos on YouTube. These are videos that, while I personally thought they were not that noteworthy, clearly upset a lot of the Twitch community. However, if Leafy was banned for his reputation on YouTube, this raises a serious question. Why is someone like iDubbbz still allowed to be on Twitch? iDubbbz has an entire video where he goes to a female YouTuber's event, gets kicked out for saying the N-word, and subsequently defends his use of the N-word. Not only that, but iDubbbz also has a video where he calls popular Twitch streamer RiceGum the N-word. I would argue that these two incidents were way worse than anything Leafy ever said about Pokimane. Why is iDubbbz allowed to stream on Twitch, but Leafy isn't? Furthermore, Leafy became a Twitch affiliate just 6 days after he was banned on Twitch. For those unaware, Twitch has to manually review your channel in order for you to become a Twitch affiliate. Why did Twitch even give affiliate to Leafy if they were going to ban him less than a week later? It's bans like these that really make me question what goes on behind the scenes whenever they have to ban somebody. While it is easy to just write off all of these bans as just a bunch of edgelords pushing the boundaries, I would argue that they still affect a lot of Twitch's community. I'm sure everyone watching this video is familiar with JSlat. I think, even if you do not like JSlat, everyone would agree that if JSlat did still stream, he would be one of the top people on the site. However, over time, JSlat became fed up with all the restrictions Twitch had on their platform, and became even more fed up by the fact that some streamers could seemingly get away with everything. Combine that with a waning lack of interest in live streaming, and Twitch lost one of their biggest streamers.
And also, Twitch is historically bad with moderating the type of content and people that use their platform. I'm not going to get into any drama. You can look that up. I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. But that led to me feeling like I was on thin ice, you know, the entirety of the time I was live. I felt like I couldn't make the jokes I wanted to. I had to censor myself. I had to shut up. We actually had a very childish and stupid joke that we did back in the day, where if anybody new joined the stream, I'd ask them, hey, you like dick and balls? You like dick and balls, bro?
You like dick and balls?
Hey, what is the
You like dick and balls? Cock and nuts and penis and also balls? I actually was told at TwitchCon by an employee at Twitch that the reason I did not get partnered, the reason they strung me along after 4 applications to be partnered on their site is because of this joke. Is because I said dick and balls a lot. Because if I rated a female streamer and the chat started spamming dick and balls, that would have been some kind of harassment. Harmless jokes I was making stopped me from getting partnered on the site. I think at one point I had like 3,000 paying subscribers and I still didn't have the purple check. But other things that happen on the site, you know, we don't worry about that, right? We don't worry about that, fellas.
We gotta find.
I just talked about some of the most edgy streamers to ever be unfairly banned on Twitch, and while I disagree with their bans, at least I can say that most of what they were banned for were not mistakes and intentional. Anything for views and Leafy here meant to say the N-word, and while Ice did not mean to get swatted, he had been swatted in the past, and you could argue that he should have known better to not leak his location. The one person this does not apply to is TooMad, as TooMad showed a dick on his stream by complete accident and then received a permanent ban. Unfortunately, what happened to TooMad is a regular occurrence to many streamers on the platform. I am sure by now people have heard dozens of stories from streamers who were banned for accidentally showing a split second of porn on their screen, or stumbled upon nudity in VR chat. These bans are all completely ridiculous because they are all accidental. If someone is streaming straight up porn on a Twitch, then by all means Twitch should ban them. But a streamer clicking on a link that leads to a naked woman that they click off of within a second, while stupid on the streamer's part, should not warrant a ban under any circumstances, especially not a long one. However, I guess Twitch's staff disagrees with this idea. On July 31st, 2019, XQC was banned for 3 days because he showed a penis for a single frame on his stream. The penis was not noticeable. No one even realized he had shown a penis until someone went back frame by frame and analyzed the entire VOD of XQC's stream and subsequently reported him. Then on June 12, 2020, XQC got banned for 24 hours for accidentally showing a gorilla having sex with another gorilla for a split second on a stream. A similar ban was given out to Forsen, only it was much worse. Forsen had accidentally shown a gif of a horse cock on his stream, and because he showed that gif, Forsen was suspended from Twitch for a full month. The reason Forsen was banned for so long was his supposed bad behavior. At the time of the horse cock ban, he had only received 3 previous bans. This is only one more than the number of bans XQC received when he was banned for the gorilla sex clip. Of course, horsecock and gorilla sex is only the tip of the iceberg. In March of 2021, Mango got banned for air humping the statue of an anime girl. In February of 2021, the Happy Hop was banned for 2 weeks for an unspecified reason. However, many believe the reason Hop was banned was because he allegedly said it was gonna suck someone's happy knob. In May of 2021, Aiden Ross was given a 1-day ban for accidentally starting a sex scene in Grand Theft Auto 5. However, the worst instance of an English streamer getting banned for accidental sexual content is John Zerka. Zerka is a pretty controversial figure on Twitch, or at least he was a controversial figure. After a series of bans and Twitch partner rejections, Zerka was permanently banned from Twitch on March 20th, 2021. However, Twitch did not even inform him on why he was banned until a full month later. Then, Zerka found out that the reason he was banned was because he showed a girl in a bikini on stream for too long. Now, you can dislike Zerka all you want, but the fact that it took Twitch a whole month to inform Zerka on why he was banned is outrageous, especially since the reason was because he showed too much cleavage for too many seconds. However, you might remember 30 seconds ago when I said Zerka's ban was the worst instance of an English streamer getting banned for accidental sexual content. That's because the most ludicrous ban, or in this case series of bans, I could find was from the German streamer Papa Plata. If you are watching this video, you probably do not know who Papa Plata is. If you do, you have probably only seen a stream or two he did with Miskiv. That's because Papa Plata is a German streamer. In fact, Papa Plata is one of the biggest German streamers on Twitch as of right now. According to Twitch Tracker, he is currently the 3rd biggest, only behind Trimax and Montana Black. However, not only is he one of the biggest streamers on Twitch, but he also holds the record for most bans on Twitch in a single year with 6. Out of these 6 bans, 5 of them were bans for accidental nudity on a stream. In January of 2020, one of his recommended videos showed a girl's ass. In February, he was watching a movie trailer when a naked girl appeared on screen. On June 23rd, he showed a man's ass on stream, and just 2 weeks later on July 6th, he showed another guy's ass on stream. On August 7th, he was watching a rap music video when a viewer spotted a naked lady in the background. He was also banned a 6th time in September because he streamed himself while driving, but to be fair, streaming while driving is a very bad idea. Between January of 2020 and August of 2020, Papa Plata was banned 5 separate times for accidental nudity. Sure, you can make fun of him for being stupid or careless, but at the end of the day, these accidents were just that, accidents. Within a few seconds, Papa Plata would click off and the stream would carry on without anyone getting hurt. None of these accidents should have warranted a ban. However, because Twitch enforces their rules so strangely, he was given 5 24-hour-long bans. Combine that with the legit ban he received, and Papa Plata was on thin ice. It is likely that if he were to get banned one more time, even if it was just accidental nudity or a similar reason, his ban would be permanent. So, Papa Plata had to be on his best behavior, and had to monitor every single thing that happened on his stream. Papa Plata lasted 2 months.
We gotta find.
On November 6, 2020, Papa Plata was permanently banned on Twitch. Well, this is it. After years of streaming on Twitch, and unfair ban after unfair ban, Papa Plata was going to have to move to a different platform. However, then people actually found out what the ban was for. The ban was not for accidental nudity, for saying a slur, or for even streaming yourself driving on a highway. It was a DMCA ban. Even crazier than that, one of the clips Papa Plata was DMCA striked for was a deleted clip. Yes, the reason Papa Plata was permanently banned on Twitch was because of a clip he had tried to get rid of so he would not be banned. In May 2019, he did a stream using copyrighted music, and even though he deleted all clips from that stream to avoid being DMCA'd, Twitch had screwed up their DMCA system so bad that he could still receive a strike for the deleted clip and a subsequent permanent ban. Unfortunately, Papa Plata was not the only person to be striked for a mistake Twitch themselves made. British Streamer Syndicate also received a strike on deleted content, while I do not think he was ever banned. I don't think I can emphasize enough just how stupid this was on Twitch's part, and how much they messed up. Throughout the latter half of 2020, record labels began to crack down on Twitch streamers who were using copyrighted music. Instead of trying to form a partnership with record labels or something like that, Twitch just told all the streamers, XD, delete your VODs and you won't be banned. However, that did not even work, as I guess Twitch forgot to delete the content from their end, so people could still DMCA deleted content. Thankfully, Papa Plata, along with a lot of other streamers, were able to get their channels back, and Twitch was able to fix this glitch. Except, Twitch did not actually fix the glitch. On May 12, 2021, the streamer Omega Pro was banned for a deleted VOD. However, the situation here might be even more crazy than what happened to Papa Plata. This story actually starts on May 7, 2021, when Omega Pro was banned due to a DMCA strike. This ban was, self-admittedly, legitimate, but it was only for 48 hours, so Omega Pro was not too worried. He would just pay more attention to copyright content from now on. But, just 5 days later, Omega Pro was permanently banned from another DMCA strike. However, the DMCA strike was literally on the exact same VOD that had gotten Omega Pro banned less than a week prior. He had also deleted that particular VOD. After a lot of public outrage over the ban, Omega Pro was unbanned a few days later, but does not change the fact that Twitch neglected to fix a major bug in their DMCA process for months, even after it had already almost destroyed someone's streaming career. These situations just make me wonder how many more streamers are like Papa Plata and Omega Pro and we just not know about them. How many small streamers get screwed over by Twitch due to a mistake on their end and do not have the platform to speak out? I doubt anyone truly knows the answer to this question, but unless Twitch takes action soon, this number will just get bigger and bigger. Unfortunately, Omega Pro is not even the lightest victim of the messed up DMCA system on Twitch. Minecraft White Boy Sneakstack has recently talked about how he too has received a DMCA strike on deleted content, and claimed that Twitch is not even letting him access his old clips because their website is so broken. I understand that Twitch cannot do much about record labels and DMCA, but they can at least make their GUIs actually work so that the streamers can delete things potentially at risk.
We gotta find.
So far, I feel as if I have made it clear that Twitch should not ban streamers due to reasons such as accidental nudity or deleted clips of copyrighted music. However, I'm sure some person watching this right now is going to argue that, at the end of the day, all those streamers still did something wrong. XQC did really show a penis for a single frame on stream, and Papa Plata did really play copyrighted music on stream. Twitch had the right to punish them for it. While in those cases that is technically true, here is where things started to get completely crazy. These next few streamers did absolutely nothing wrong, and yet they were still banned by Twitch. A few months ago, popular Minecraft white boy George.Found started a second Twitch account, presumably to earn more money from Twitch subs. However, this money-making scheme quickly went awry, but for the dumbest reason I have yet covered. George named his second Twitch account, "This is not George.Found," and Twitch deemed this username in violation of their terms of service due to it supposedly being harassment. Similar to John Zerker and the Happy Hob, George was not informed as to the exact reason his name was viewed as harassment. At first, I thought he was banned because they thought that the account was someone impersonating George.Found, but that did not make any sense. If you search up Technoblade on Twitch, you can find dozens of fake accounts pretending to be him, including one with over 300,000 followers. The more commonly accepted theory is that since the name "This is not George.Found" contains the letters ISIS in a row, some of the moderation bots at Twitch, that was related to the terrorism organization. Thankfully, George was able to get his second channel back due to this blunder by Twitch, but there may be other people who are not as lucky. On May 20th, 2021, the streamer Salty DK Dan was permanently banned on Twitch under similar circumstances to George's ban. However, instead of harassment, the reason for the ban was account suspension evasion. This reason does not make any sense, as Salty DK Dan had been streaming on his account for years. So if he was evading suspension, you would think Twitch would have realized quicker. He was eventually able to get his account back 5 days later, and Twitch sent him an email saying they banned him due to a mistake. However, this ban, which Twitch themselves admitted was a mistake, still prevents Salty DK Dan from applying for Twitch partner for the next 90 days, which is pretty stupid. The next ban is not as crazy as George getting banned for the biggest reach in human history, or Salty getting banned for supposedly ban evading, but it's still pretty ridiculous when you take a step back and look at it. On April 24th, 2021, The Sky's Toast was banned for unmoderated hateful content. At first, you might think that maybe he said some slur, like anything reviews or leafy, but what really happened is much more strange. Toast was watching some of his old videos, and one of the clips he was watching featured someone calling The Sky's Toast the F-slur, and apparently this is what got Toast banned. I already talked about how many streamers have gotten away with saying slurs on stream when I talked about anything for views, but this situation is even more ludicrous. Toast did not say this slur, he was the victim of it. Banning Toast because some guy was being mean towards him in a game is like punishing a kid for getting bullied. To top this section off, I thought I would talk about the internet's favorite thing to talk about, pedophiles. In July of 2020, the Twitch streamer Nairo was accused of being in a sexual relationship with a minor named Captain Zack in 2017. At first, Nairo admitted he was guilty and left all social media, but Twitch decided to ban him for good measure in September. Why Twitch waited so long to ban him, I have no idea. However, that is not the end of the story. I will not get into it much here. It is very likely that Nairo was innocent, or at least not a weirdo, that he was the one that was actually the victim. In October of 2020, Nairo released a new statement claiming that he was raped by Zack and was blackmailed into giving him money. Many prominent figures in the Smash community rallied behind Nairo, which gave his story more credit. Nairo officially returned to the internet in February of 2021. However, there is a small problem. He was still banned on Twitch. Because of this, the Smash Bros community started a campaign to unban Nairo. The hashtag unbanNairo reached #1 on Twitter trending with thousands of tweets. However, Twitch did not unban him. In fact, they did not even acknowledge the protest. They just acted like it never even happened. What happened to Nairo is absolutely insane. Nairo is most likely the victim of sexual assault, yet he was the one who got banned, while the other person is still technically allowed to stream on Twitch. Even if Twitch wants to argue that we do not know for sure if Nairo is telling the truth, so they do not have to unban him, we do not know if Nairo's accuser is telling the truth either when Twitch decided to ban Nairo then. While the evidence against Nairo was bad at the time, especially considering Nairo's first action was to admit the sexual encounter happened, this news story would completely discredit everything that was said if true. And not only can Nairo not stream on Twitch, but he cannot even continue his career as a competitive Smash Bros. Player. Twitch has a very stupid rule that if you get banned on Twitch, you cannot go to any other Twitch streamer's streams or else they will get banned too. This is a problem because Nairo plays competitive Smash Bros, and almost all competitive Smash Bros events are streamed on Twitch. Because this is Twitch you are talking about, this situation showed a double standard too. On March 9th, 2021, professional Valorant player Snatcher was accused of sexual abuse by his ex-girlfriend. Now, I have no idea if Sinatra is actually an abuser or not. I barely know anything about the situation. But if Twitch were to just ban Nairo based on accusations, then they should have banned Sinatra too. Except they did not. Sinatra took a short break, but he was never officially banned from Twitch. To further escalate the situation, on May 17th, 2021, Riot Games announced that they had done an investigation into the assault, and ruled that Sinatra had not cooperated during the investigation, and Riot Games gave Sinatra a 6-month competitive ban from Valorant. While all Riot Games' ruling meant is that Sinatra did not cooperate with them, it certainly did not look good for Sinatra. However, do you know what Twitch did after this ruling? Do you think they applied the same logic they used to ban Nairo to Sinatra? Of course not. A few days after Sinatra was banned from competitive Valorant, he was welcomed back into Twitch with open arms, and received an average of 24,000 viewers on his return stream. Now again, I have no clue if Sinatra is actually an abuser or not, but you would think that Twitch would at least be consistent with something as serious as abuse allegations.
We gotta find.
At this point, I think I have been able to provide example after example of Twitch banning people unfairly. But I can already see that there is one major criticism people have with this video. Some of you probably think that this video is just man bad, woman good, and that Twitch treats women a gazillion billion times better than they treat the men on their side. While I will admit that Twitch definitely treats some women better than their other streamers, for the most part, I think they are treated the exact same way as men, as in they are treated like ass. Don't believe me? Let's take a look. You may remember back in December of 2020, when Twitch thought it would be a good idea to ban the words simp, incel, and virgin. Twitch believed that people in the Twitch community are using those words as genuine, hurtful insults. Maybe this was true, but banning those words is ridiculous. I'm sure Twitch streamers use the word stupid or moron to make fun of people, and you can still say those words on Twitch, but not the dreaded S word apparently. They are insults, but they are the lamest of insults imaginable. Thankfully, this ban was supposedly going to take place in January, so there was still a grace period for people to say those words. Or so people thought. The first person to fall victim to the simp ban was Cavils, although he was kinda asking for it. Cavils is a YouTuber. When he heard about Twitch banning the word simp, he quickly created a Twitch account, told all of his fans to join his stream, and started calling everyone in his chat a simp or an incel. This got his account banned. It was pretty clear that Cavils was trying to get banned. At the same time, his ban made no sense. Twitch said that they would not be cracking down on these words until January of 2021, so why was Cavils banned a month in advance? Even with this major oversight, no one really cared that Cavils was banned. He was not a Twitch streamer, and had just created an account so he could make fun of Twitch. He did not care that he was banned, his fans did not either, so no one else did. However, Cavils was not the only victim. On December 17th, 2020, the streamer Justa Minx was banned on Twitch for a week. Twitch did not give Minx a specific reason for her ban, and just said that it was for hate speech. While Minx was kind of an edgy streamer, she had never said any hate speech. However, then people realized that, the stream right before Minx got banned, she said the naughty words simp, incel, and virgin. As a result, many people believe that Minx was banned because she said simp, and most likely Minx was the streamer Twitch chose to make an example out of. However, this ban is pretty ridiculous. First off, the ban was not even supposed to take place until January of 2021, yet Twitch was already banning people. Second, really? Twitch actually banned someone for saying simp? Banning Cavils could be considered a fluke or as a warning to not blatantly break the rules, but banning Minx is just strange. I guarantee you no sane person genuinely gets offended by being called a simp or an incel. In fact, most of the actual simps and incels I have encountered seem to own the fact that they are pretty weird. Lastly, why did Minx get banned for so long? As far as I am aware, this was Minx's first ever ban on Twitch, so it is not like Twitch can argue it was her third infraction or anything. A week-long ban that, at most, is just someone misunderstanding how strict the rules are, is absurd.
I've took the week to fucking repent my sins, to understand what I'm doing wrong, and I understand what they want from me now.
For 7 months in here.
I understand what they want from me now, I mean, don't want to show nipple, I mean, we kind of do.
What happened to Minx is ridiculous, but is nothing compared to the treatment of Code Miko. Code Miko, more commonly referred to as Miko, is a female streamer who uses a VTuber persona on stream. She has been banned quite a few times in the short years she has been on Twitch. She was banned once in September of 2020 for selling D pictures on stream. This sounds bad at first, but all that would happen was that someone would donate $1 and she would literally put up the letter D on stream. She was banned again in that same month for reasons I was unable to find. Most recently, she was banned in January of 2021, and this might be the most stupid and unreasonable ban I have talked about so far. She and a female streamer named Amaranth were talking about the harassment they get from some of their haters on Miko's stream, and Miko had asked Amaranth to share with her the worst harassment she had ever faced. Amaranth gave Miko an email that was just a person calling Amaranth a slut over and over again. However, Miko had put the emailer's email address on screen. That email address allegedly contained someone's first and last name. So Twitch, with their ever so consistent and intellectual wisdom, took this as Miko doxing a guy harassing Amaranth and banned Miko for 2 weeks. This ban is by far one of the worst bans I have covered so far. First off, Amaranth was never banned for this, even though it was partly her fault that her hater's email address leaked. Second, Amaranth and Miko were opening up about the harassment they faced from trolls online. They were literally victims of harassment who got punished for talking about the harassment. Third, and this one is kinda up to debate, I not consider what Miko did to be inherently doxing. All Miko did was accidentally give out someone's email. Realistically, we have no clue if that email had a real first and last name or not. If someone really were to send harassment to a content creator via email, they would probably create a burner email address. Even if they want to argue that giving out an email is inherently doxing, like it's code Miko doxed herself in their Twitter bio. Twice. In fact, many YouTubers have emails that anyone can see at any time. Have you ever wanted to email Dream, or Call Me Carson, or Pokemon? Just go to the YouTuber's About page, click View Email Address, pass the CAPTCHA, and you'll have an email to message them with. Obviously, this is a bit of an exaggeration, as those emails are all business emails, while Miko might have given out someone's personal email address, but it still goes to show just how ridiculous of a punishment a 2-week ban is for someone accidentally giving out the email of a troll who had been harassing one of her friends.
We gotta find the culprit.
Up to this point, I've neglected to talk about one big group on Twitch, hot tub streamers, but you may be surprised that they too have to deal with ridiculous and uneven rules from Twitch. My opinion on if hot tub streamers should be allowed on Twitch is not that relevant to my main point. All I will say is that while I think it is stupid, someone like Indie Fox can prance around in a bikini for a living, while Forsen gets a ban for accidental horse sex. Twitch has the 18+ feature for a reason. Just slap an 18+ on the stream and blame the parents if kids still find their way onto that content. Recently, Twitch made a statement on hot tub streamers and effectively gave them the go to make hot tub streams. To Twitch's credit, this was a fine statement and probably a necessary one to clear up a lot of the controversy in the Twitch community. However, this statement came after a few months of hot tub streamers not knowing where the line stood between their content and violations of the terms of service. In fact, quite a few hot tub streamers were banned before the statement was made. I'm Jasmine, Exo Hydrax, and Kiara Kitty are a few examples of streamers who did a hot tub stream but were subsequently banned. However, it's not like these girls only did a hot tub stream. Jasmine had a wardrobe malfunction while Exo Hydrax twerked on stream. Kiara was actually banned twice. One was a 24-hour ban for wardrobe malfunction, the second ban was a full month-long ban and no exact reason was given other than sexual content. I do not necessarily disagree with these bans, especially considering streamers have been banned for much less, but this whole situation confuses me. I'm Jasmine got a 24-hour ban for actual nudity, while Exo Hydrax got 3 times that for twerking. I would consider actual nudity to be worse than funny dancing, but maybe that is just me. What really makes me question Twitch here is Kiara's second ban. To my knowledge, Kiara did not show nudity, do a suggestive dance, or anything else that would make her stream stand out from the other hot tub streamers. I do not understand why Twitch thinks a stream by someone like Kiara is apparently too sexual for their platform, but a stream by Indie Fox is not. Sadly, Kiara is not alone in this either. In June of 2020, the streamer Velvet7 was permanently banned from Twitch due to supposedly engaging in sexual content. At first glance, this ban might seem reasonable. Velvet literally has links to both a Patreon and OnlyFans in her Twitter bio, so something must have been up, right? Well, Velvet did not show nudity or anything like that. In fact, she claims to have worn 2 pairs of underwear at all times to prevent accidental nudity. She also provided all the outfits she had worn on her stream in June. While these outfits were none levels of anti-sexuality, they're about on par with the outfits streamers like CaseyTron might wear. Really, the only thing that stood out was, apparently, Velvet might have belly danced on her stream while wearing appropriate clothing, whatever that means. I suppose that if Mango dry humping a statue deserves a 3-day ban, some girl belly dancing also deserved a ban. Why'd it have to be permanent? It is not like she had a long history of Twitch either. This was technically Velvet's first ban. She had been banned 3 previous times, but all 3 of those times were mistakes that Twitch owned up to. Why was Velvet 7 banned for sexual content, while most of the hot tub streamers are allowed to roam free? You may have realized that I have not talked about the biggest hot tub streamer on Twitch right now during this segment, which is Amaranth. For years, Amaranth was up there with Pokemon and Alinity as some of the biggest examples of double standards on Twitch. In fact, I already mentioned how Code Miko was banned for a mistake that Amaranth arguably made. This double standard was the case until May of 2021. On May 18th, 2021, Amaranth had her ads removed off her channel. She was not notified of this by Twitch, and instead found out after the ad revenue just disappeared from her channel analytics. Regardless of what you think of Amaranth, this action by Twitch should outrage you. If Twitch did not have the decency to notify Amaranth that, whoopsies, they decided to disable one of her sources of revenue, why should anyone expect Twitch to notify you if Twitch decides to remove your advertisements? Of course, there's also the point that Amaranth was the only hot tub streamer that get her channel completely demonetized, while all other hot tub streamers, at least to my knowledge, have since been able to keep their advertisements. But Twitch having a double standard is just a given for every single ban on their platform at this point.
We gotta find.
It may not seem like it, but I actually really like Twitch. In fact, literally my last video was just me talking about a Twitch Rivals event I really liked. I started using the site in 2016, when all of the big Badline UHC players were streaming there. The amount of times I started watching a Moxie or Witch Tiger stream during e-learning this year is immeasurable. I also think that Twitch has the best layout for streaming compared to YouTube and other platforms. However, Twitch will not be able to maintain their spot as a top livestream service if they continue to make stupid decisions. YouTube's livestream system is not perfect, but they are improving it. Plus, people like 30virus and Augie RFC have proved that streaming on YouTube can be just as good as streaming on Twitch. The reason I am even making this video is because I really like Twitch, and want the creators on that platform to succeed. But, if Twitch continues to enforce their rules in the most inconsistent and uneven ways imaginable, I cannot imagine it sticking around for much longer. It certainly does not help Twitch that, right now, they seem to be making every single wrong decision imaginable. I have spent this whole video talking about streamer bans. I have not even gotten into the other questionable things Twitch has done in the past year. Remember when Twitch banned the term blind playthrough because it apparently offended blind people? Remember when Twitch made a video for Black Lives Matter, but it overwhelmingly featured white creators? Remember when Twitch's idea of celebrating National Hispanic Heritage Month was putting a sombrero on an emote? And later Twitch called the Hispanic community Latinx in their apology? Remember when Twitch said that the G in LGBT stands for gamers? Remember when Twitch spelled woman as WOMXN? Remember when Twitch had a Metallica concert and had to mute their own concert to avoid being DMCA'd by the band that they were allowing to play music at their concert? Remember that time Twitch decided to randomly get rid of all of Minecraft streamer Nathan Smoke's followers and never once acknowledged this or tried to fix the mistake? Remember when one of the highest ranked Twitch employees, Hassan Bokhari, was accused of sexual harassment and assault, effectively confirming the long-running rumor that Twitch employees were losers that did favors for streamers in exchange for sexual acts? Honestly, you probably do not remember any of those things, because by the time what Twitch actually did starts to settle in, they somehow screw up even more. But maybe you still aren't convinced. Maybe you're both an incel that believes a woman being somewhat sexual should be banned on Twitch, and a simp who believes that edgy humor has no place on Twitch. In that case, I have one last trick on my sleeve. It really just puts into perspective how stupid Twitch's enforcement of their terms of service really is. However, before I get into the last ban, did you know only 8% of people who watch my videos are subscribed? That number is smaller than the X and woman. If you have watched all the way up to here, you have to be finding this video interesting, so why not subscribe so you can see the rest of my equally interesting videos. Okay, back to the bans.
We gotta find.
Twitch, like almost all social media, has a rule in their terms of service that states that people under the age of 13 cannot own a Twitch account. This is a rule that I agree with. The only social media I had until I turned 13 was Miiverse, and I definitely should not have been on there. However, many kids do not follow this rule and they make Twitch accounts before they turn 13. Some of these kids get banned, while others fly under the radar. I always assumed that once these kids turned 13, then Twitch cannot ban them. After all, even if their account was created before they turned 13, there is no point in banning them now. That would be like punishing a high schooler for cheating on a test in middle school. However, I assumed wrong. Average Harry is a 16-year-old Twitch streamer from the UK who had grown a decent following over the course of 2020. He had amassed over 50,000 followers and raised $7,000 for charity. And also had several viral clips and livestream fails and became a G Fuel partner. With all this in mind, Harry submitted an application to become Twitch partner, thinking he would get in easily. A day went by with no response from Twitch, then another, then a week, then a month, then 2 full months passed before he heard back from Twitch. Unfortunately, this would not be good news. Instead of accepting Harry's partner reveal, Twitch gave him a permanent ban. Why? Well, because Harry created his Twitch account before he was 13. I have covered a lot of ridiculous, unfair, and downright stupid bans in this video, but of all the bans I have covered, this one confuses me the most. The only thing you can really say to defend Twitch here is that Harry did actually create an account before he turned 13. But he only got banned a full 2 years later. Why was Harry punished for a mistake he made when he was a kid? Also, I have heard that Harry's Twitch account was originally run by his dad, and then given to him when he became old enough to legally own one. This is a common technique used in all social media, and that is why people like Haley LeBlanc and the Ace family kids are allowed to have Instagram accounts. They just get their parents to run it. If this really was the case, then Harry should not have been banned, as he would have never actually owned a Twitch account when he was underage. Even more confusing is the fact that Twitch seems to genuinely like Harry. They let him make a new account after he was permanently banned, and he has gone on to play in Twitch Rivals events. He even has Twitch partner on his new account, so it's not like Twitch is banning him because they do not like him. Even with all this in mind, maybe you think that Harry still deserved to be banned. Well, this brings me to my last trick of the day. Throughout this video, I have briefly touched on various hypocrisies and double standards Twitch exposes with who they ban and who they choose to keep on their website. However, the biggest example of Twitch having a double standard is with Average Harry and his ban. You see, Harry was not the only streamer to have created a Twitch account before he was legally allowed to own one. Fortnite streamer Booga did as well, and Benji Fishy, and Mongrel, and Fresh, and Septic, and Quackity. Even the biggest Twitch streamer as of writing, Tommy Innit, created his Twitch account before he was legally allowed to do so. Yet, all of these streamers are still on the platform and have not been banned. If you think Average Harry should be banned, then so should those 7 Twitch streamers as well. They did the exact same thing as him. There's no way around that fact. This situation has 3 possible outcomes. The most likely one is that Twitch never acknowledges it again, and they let Tommy Innit and the other guys stay on the platform, even though they broke the exact same rule as a person who got banned. They could also apologize to Harry and make some statement saying that, from now on, they would no longer be banning accounts made before someone was 13, but owned by someone 13 or older. However, they could also watch this video and end up banning all the other streamers I listed that technically broke Twitch's terms of service. I do not want this to happen, as I only brought the other streamers up to show double standard Twitch has. However, it certainly would not surprise me if Twitch decides to ban every single account that was originally created by a 12-year-old who is now 13 or older.
We gotta find
Twitch seems to follow no consistent logic on who gets banned and who does not. Why does Average Harry get permanently banned, but Quackity does not? Why does Amaranth get her advertisements removed, but the Indie Fox does not? Why does XQC get a 3-day ban for Gorilla Sex, but Forsen gets a 30-day ban for Horsecock? Really, the only consistent logic or reasoning found with Twitch and the enforcement of the terms of service is that there is no consistent logic or reasoning. You can be the edgiest streamer, or the most brand-safe person on the whole platform. You can be a 30-year-old Twitch veteran, or just a kid in his first few months of live streaming. You can be an OnlyFans girl trying to diversify your income, or the biggest streamer from your home country. You can be a band kid, a hype beast, or a Minecraft white boy. It does not matter how big you are, how intense your fanbase is, or anything like that. Twitch could ban you on the whim and not even tell you why. And this brings us back to Dr. Disrespect, the biggest Twitch streamer to have ever been banned on Twitch. Maybe Dr. Disrespect deserved to be banned, maybe he did not. At the very least, we should have been given the decency to know why. Until then, the best we can do is just speculate based on the information given to us. If you want my opinion, I do not think Twitch ever thought it was a question of if they should ban Dr. Disrespect. I think instead, it was a question of if they should bother to keep him around. Twitch is not like YouTube. As much as we all try not to think about it, YouTube could ban every independent creator on their platform and be totally fine, thanks to content farms like Cocomelon and 5 Minute Crafts. On the other hand, Twitch cannot get away with banning all their independent streamers. If Twitch loses all their independent streamers, they not have any corporations to fall back on. They cannot even host esports events, because all the esports players would be banned, and there's that ridiculous rule about having no banned streamers on your own stream. Hopefully, someone at Twitch sees this video and finally realizes how downright dumb the company's actions this past year have been, they can start to make changes for the better. However, if Twitch decides to stay on their course, do not be surprised when YouTube becomes the #1 streaming site sooner than later.